unbelievably talented. Like, out of nowhere, he shows up and has been incredibly helpful, and so give him a round of applause.
Congratulations, here's your payment, Pocky. Give it up for Zach one more time, everybody.
Too slow, Kaiser, too slow.
Oh, excellent. Okay, next question. Is that the person's hand is glowing with an awesome power? What is your question?
Okay,
your head's glowing with an awesome power.
DBZ on Cartoon Network, crying when they always cut back to the beginning. What made y'all decide to do DBZ Abridged?
Yeah, that's one of the more common questions that we get. I think we should start from, the source of this, which would be
me?
Work to you, then over to me.
I think
that's the way we usually tell this story.
Okay, so
start with Kaiser.
So I want to start with you. You tell our part of the story, then we'll tell your part.
Okay. So anyway, they were talking to me in a Skype chat.
And so I was born in 1987, and I always was, why? When we started, so pretty much, me and Kaiser were in a chat one night, and I was working on G-Gun Abridged at the time, and he was working on Lupin the Third Abridged. They'll never forget, Kaiser. They'll never forget.
Hashtag never forget.
So I asked him in the chat, because he said that Lupin the Third wasn't his first choice. So I asked him, what would be your first choice? He's like, well, it would, here, have your Pocky.
Thank you. Oh, Pocky, I was
Keep going.
Have water, drink your own. Yeah, well, let's make that agree.
Okay, keep going.
Okay, so basically it all started with Hot Buttons. So basically, it started out
in a chat.
Yeah, in a chat, and he asked me if, like...
I just said that part.
Yeah, well, I tell it better.
We're terrible at abridging our own stories. Careful, you might hit somebody with the door again. No, do not feed him. He is such a prima donna. Okay, guys, let's tell the story here.
So basically, what happened was,
You just got the Kramer ovation.
Guys, how's it going?
Basically, I ended up saying that I really loved Dragon Ball growing up. It has always been a very close series to my heart because it was one of the first action cartoons I'd ever seen that actually allowed people to, get hurt or, God forbid, die. And it always had this certain amount of drama to it, and it always struck a chord with me. So when it came to the idea of abridging a series, quote unquote, Dragon Ball was the thing I always wanted. I always wanted to play with because it would always be affectionate. It would always be, I wanted to make fun of the show because it was so close to me. And I told that to Taka, and
I asked him why he didn't want to do. He said he didn't want to do it. I'm like, well, why not?
And I just said, well, unfortunately, Lanny, Vegeta 396, and Masuko were doing it, and I couldn't possibly do it without.
They're only doing the movies at the time.
Hey Kaiser, you should just ask them.
And of course, I got all panicky and all shy. But
do it.
And that went on for probably another whole minute.
Please do it. Please.
So finally I got up the courage and I went to Lanny, who I'd gotten to know a little bit. Oh yeah, I think I went to
He went to Moscow first, he's like, play Goku more, okay. I love him to death, but he loves Goku.
Yeah, he will take any chance, any opportunity to play more Goku. And so finally I went to Lanny and he was...
Basically we were just talking, because at the time I was, friends with these guys, or whatever you want to call it, acquaintances.
Acquaintances works better. You didn't like me, Lanny.
Rivals.
Rivals? You were totally winning.
Yeah, I know, that's why I was a better rival. I was the Gary Oak to your ass catcher. What now?
What did you... I couldn't hear you because... Sexual innuendo.
Anyway.
Gives me crap enough outside of a public forum.
Anyway. So I was talking to them, and like the conversation just kind of died down from what we were talking about. And all of a sudden, Taka just says, "Kaiser, why don't you ask him?" And I'm just like, "Ask me what?" And Kaiser's like, "No, I don't want to."
Okay, Kaiser has a thing for you and wants to go out.
And I said, "Kaiser-kun, why didn't you ever say so?"
Daddy-san.
Kaiser-kun. Anyway,
Talk of this.
So anyway, it just kind of goes on like that. Kaiser, ask him. No. Kaiser, ask him. No. Ask me what? And so finally, Kaiser just comes around and says, we were wondering if you'd be interested in working on a Dragon Ball Z Abridged series. And I said, okay, but there's two conditions. I get to be on the writing team and I'm Vegeta. I kid you not, like, we just spent the rest of that night coming up with ideas for the series.
Including
Ghost Snappa. We came up with that the first night.
So that is how Team 4 Star formed. 4 or 5 years ago.
And that's how Team 4 Star was born. You see, when three men come together, late at night,
and really love balls.
On the Dragon variety.
Okay, so that is how Team 4 Star was formed. So next. A lot of people have questions. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Kaiser, first one.
There's a pig. I like the pig.
Were you going to the rave tonight?
Yeah, actually, I do want to check that out.
I
In
want.
my utilikilt.
I also plan to go to the rave tonight. I want to dance.
I'll dance with you!
you can dance if you want to.
You can leave your friends behind. Don't dance and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. The only people know those lines.
But yes, we will go to the rave and show them the dance of our people.
I'm Canadian. Wait till you see what it is.
It's actually the Macarena.
So they're about like 20 years behind up there. It's cool. It's funny.
It's so foreign.
Yes, from the exotic land of Canada.
Yes. Can I have booze? Have I been booed for being Canadian? Oh yeah? I will sing the Canadian national anthem.
No, you won't. USA! 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 USA!
How about that local sports team? I do not care for them. I hope you all get arrested on your way home tonight. How about your local hometown animal? I plan to eat it. I would be the best wrestling bad guy ever. People say I have a punchable face.
I've heard that from me specifically.
Usually while he's punching you.
Anyway, I guess it's my turn to choose somebody here. I've chosen specifically from this side so far, so I'm going to try to find somebody in the back there. You sir, way in the back with their hands straight up in the air, like the interesting tattoo on your wrist.
Okay.
I was pointing over there. Sorry, man. Don't care.
Ask your question.
Ask the question. What? Okay, let's see. With nut maggots.
Popo's about to teach you the pecking order.
This should be good.
It's pretty good. It goes you, the dirt, the worms inside of the dirt, Popo's stool, Connie, then Popo. Spoiler warning, pecking order.
Oh, that was my choice. Next.
Alright, let's see. Okay, so you have some visual, you got visual aid. Let's go with you over there.
Where did they touch you? We got the picture.
Well, we just had a Mr. Popo moment, so what happened then? You can tell me. I majored in child psychology. I actually lied, I don't have a major in pain too.
I was wondering, well, I think it's for some of us, do you have any plans for the first Broly movie? Let's talk about, can I be your brother?
You want to be my bro?
Yes.
You have to fist bump me first. As for Broly plans, we actually
Broly plans? That is like way in the future, but we do actually have some ideas for what we want to do so far.
Absolutely.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not like we just sit around in our idle time and actually think up stuff that we're not going to get to for like a while, but we do.
The thing is, like, we got the cooler movies to go through. Then we have Super Android 13, and then Broly. So we'll tackle Broly when we get to it.
And of course, a good majority of the Android arc.
You? And Cell.
Excuse me, I believe you mean Seru?
Seru. Anyway, Taka, you want to choose somebody?
Okay, I'm gonna go pick up the crowd. What? Oh, I just
Nailed it!
Oh, I nailed it. Okay. I'm doing this one. I'm doing this way. I have so much Pocky. I'm sorry. To go with the fan right there. Is the worst team killer on Left 4 Dead 2? That man right there. This man and his love of fire.
The mighty fire cleanses all!
I hate you for that, man.
Spoiler warning, I like fire. Spoiler warning, Molotovs are awesome.
Especially in closed rooms, apparently.
Hashtag A-Kon.
Can I spin some more? I like spinning. We'll trade out spinning, okay?
Go ahead, spin. Spin.
Yeah. How cool is your tattoo? Oh, screw you.
Then why did you think I was calling you with a wrist tattoo?
Alright, what is your question, good sir?
Can you guys switch it so the episodes actually play in order if you start at the beginning?
What's that?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, on the website, that would take a while to fix. Because that's just the way the blip player works.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
We'd have to reverse like the entire order manually.
Yeah, there are a couple issues along with that. I'm sorry that it's set up like that. It's probably kind of aggravating. Although at the same time, we try and make sure that there are no ads at the beginning or end of the episodes. So hopefully that doesn't make it too.
Okay, time's been done.
And stop.
You.
Can I do a Pocky kiss with you?
We're only allowed one of these a panel, or else we're just going to be up here opening a kissing booth. And we're going to run out of Pocky.
Because it was diseased beyond belief by the end. Alright, time to spin again. Okay, I'll trade up with Kaiser next spin, okay? Okay, here we go. Her right there.
Okay, so I've seen some pictures on the internet of you cosplaying, and I have to know, is that a hobby of yours? Are you an avid cosplayer?
I gotta say, starting off with, I've seen pictures of you on the internet. Kind of misleading at first.
Which convention was it? Because if so, I'm sorry. It's just that when they said the tequila was really good, I believed it. I do cosplay a lot actually. I've cosplayed as Alucard, Cezella Polo Grounds for Bleach as well. I have cosplayed as Itachi. I had my weeaboo stage. And recently I've cosplayed, also Terry Bogard was a recent one. But the newest one, which is my favorite cosplay of all time, is I cosplayed as Gary Mother Effing Oak. No, not Gary Oak, Gary Mother Effing Oak. It's different. Because I had the whole getup, including the giant orange Uggs, his orange Uggs he wears, right? And I had blue light up Kanye's. And I had a giant pendant that said Gary, Mother Bleeping Oak, and the Pokemon font. I won that con. That was so much fun. I want Kaiser here to cosplay as Lupin the Third so bad. And I want Lanny to cosplay as a barbarian. But they won't do it.
Lanny need mead.
I'm gonna have to give me a whole lot of weed before I start cosplaying.
I got it!
Give her some tongue!
Goodness, this con is just trying to get you at me, I swear.
It's a Murgatroyd.
Okay, Kaiser, glitch.
Yeah, you go spin to call somebody.
Just keep spinning, you spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round.
Stop! You have a kilt on until it twirls off.
Anybody on your team? Bronies.
What's that?
Bronies.
Who wants to know if anybody on our team is a brony?
I can speak for at least the three of us that we particularly aren't, though we do respect the show and its animation. We think it's of high quality. We aren't particularly part of that fan base. I know for a fact, I can't say who is.
Moscow.
Moscow?
Yeah.
Okay, Moscow X is.
And Megami 33 is.
And Megami 33?
Yeah. So 2 girls on the team.
Okay. No, hold on. I'm pretty sure Ganjin Ba's a closeted one. He can't defend himself!
But one of my favorite things is, though, that...
I'm gonna see him tomorrow. Monday.
My favorite thing from him is every time he sees him, like, cause the fandom comes out with all this great pony art and like these flashes that are hilarious. And whenever he sees one, it's like, okay, look, I'm not a big fan of the show, but this is funny. And so at one point I'm gonna be like, oh my god, what? You're a brony.
Like, really?
Oh snap! They compared you to me!
I can honestly say that there's a certain bridge character who's a brony. It's Nappa. I love My Little Pony. Rainbow Dash is my waifu. Screw Twilight Sparkle, you thespians. I personally have never seen the show, but Nappa loves it.
Will of morality, turn.
You.
Who is you?
I just wanted to ask, of like the old Sony PlayStation games and everything, like the first ones, which are your favorites? And Taka, sorry about last night.
The old Sony PlayStation.
No, my part first. You have nothing to be sorry for. Aw. Old Sony PlayStation games? Oh god, what kind of question is that?
I never played those. The oldest one I played was Budokai 1.
That wasn't even on the old PlayStation, though.
Yeah, that was, no, the old PlayStation, PlayStation 1, like the, whatever the hell.
Who cares about old video games? It's all about League of Legends!
I've seen that crowd out there watching the big screen. Why do people just sit there and watch somebody play that? Even when it's just streaming, people are just sitting there like...
They're learning. They're learning how to lane zone and defend.
The weirdest part, though, is that we sat down and started watching.
I know, we sat there.
Why does that always... It's just like...
Your mighty grasp turns it off.
I'm just gonna hold it.
But, honestly, for me, it was Parasite Eve. Alright, so let's see here.
I thought we were talking about the Dragon Ball Z.
3, 2.
No. Wait. You mean like Dragon Ball games or just like...
No, Sony PlayStation.
Oh, Xenogears.
Oh, alright, let's see here.
Faster, go faster!
Keep going!
I saw your high knee.
Contradicting orders. Okay.
You.
Me?
Yes.
The guy.
No, not you.
Yes, you. No. Yes. No.
No.
Ask the question, man. We're burning daylight.
Alright.
I'm kidding.
This is for Takahata.
Is this for me? What is it?
Yeah.
Now we're really burning
what
daylight.
is the current status of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged?
Every time.
Okay. The current status of Hellsing Episode 3 is it's going to exist and is being written right now. And I can tell you what happens in it. Alucard finds out he has vacation time. And shenanigans ensue. My shenanigans are cheeky and fun.
We're doing this again.
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, Kaiser, spin one more time. By the way, bitches love cannons.
Stop.
Hammer time.
Hammer time.
2 parts. Lampitor. When are you gonna do Yu Hakusho again? Like.
Redo it!
Well,
You see, the next Yu Hakusho episode is Yusuke finds out he has vacation time.
Yusuke finds out he has vacation time, and then finds out that it's on an evil island, where he has to fight for his life.
I like
Vacation time, they tells me.
Lift is killed us.
Okay, I'll say this about you.
I don't care. Come here.
I'll say this about Yu Hakusho Abridged. I do have an episode scripted. It just takes me a long time to edit because I have so